Hello,
Hey.
everyone. We are live. We're still waiting for Kate and Sharon, but I have the lovely Kate here who's joining me, and we are going to hopefully start our sprint soon.
Yes.
I'm very excited. And also, I do have my wine. I'm only going to do 2 glasses tonight, so nothing crazy. I know that Sharon's coming with possibly some whiskey. So that's exciting.
I told her it was never too early for whiskey, so we'll see.
I know. Yay, sprints. I'm very excited for sprints also. I have like the best time reading with other people.
I have fun, but I think I get less actual reading done.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Because my brain gets like paranoid reading on camera. I get distracted. Instead of just like going into my zone, I'm always looking around.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm also like, oh, is the camera angled right? Like, how does everything
Do I look weird?
Yeah, do I look weird?
Am I missing any important stuff in the chat?
Yeah, do I have like the Ursula face of like 5 chins, like intensely reading? Oh, I'll add Kate to the chat. But yes, Kate asked what everyone is reading tonight, so definitely want to know what everyone's reading tonight. We've added other Kate, who's also drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also reading Crooked Kingdom tonight, Lana. We'll be back. I have it right here. It's naked.
Yeah. Ooh, it's naked. How risque for Wine Wednesday.
It's perfect.
We're starting off risque. I might get a little more risque later.
Lana, I finished Dark Matter this morning.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I liked it a lot for like what it was. Because the characters were like pretty shallow and stuff, but it was a good story and it was really fun and I liked the science. So yeah.
I felt like middle of the road about it. Like I could appreciate it for what it was and what it was trying to do, but there were some big holes for me.
It was hard to go to that from the Long Price Quartet when all of the characters are so amazing and like everything's done so well. To go to a story that's more like surface level.
Yeah.
It went really, really fast, but I don't think I necessarily enjoyed it as much as I would have if I hadn't been reading that beforehand.
Yeah. I was like, did I read this too fast and not appreciate stuff that I should have appreciated, or is it just the book?
No, I totally get what you're feeling.
Because I read it in basically like a day. I also like did immersion reading, so I listened to the audiobook along with the book, reading the physical book. And it was a good audiobook, but I might have put it on too fast.
Oh no.
Like I started reading it at 8 p.m. one night and I finished the next morning. Normally I don't read really fast like that. I'm usually a slow reader.
Well, it's fun that it was like really fast paced. I hadn't read anything that was that fast paced in a while. Since Six of Crows, actually, probably.
The pacing fit the story, definitely.
Right. Yeah. Oh, let me do that. But yes, we have Team Aphrodite, which I'm excited for. Just anybody but Zeus, of course, even though.
Yes.
I can't believe they're still in the lead.
You know what? I can't talk about it because we're bottom still. Oh, it hurts.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's still fun.
We're down there with you. So
my team fell 2 places this week. So
well, we stayed in the same place, but we're second from the bottom. So
I'm gonna try to bust this out in this reading sprint, and that will help.
You could do it.
That would be impressive.
I did the first one during my reading sprint with Evie that lasted for forever, but I was like alternating between another book, so we'll see how far I get.
It's too early. Lana, what time is it right now? Is it 7 a.m.? Because that's
it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
All right, I'm adding Sharon to the stream. Hi, Sharon.
Sharon,
thanks for joining.
Hey guys.
Cheers.
Oh, not yet. In a few.
I've also begun, but I'm only having wine, so it might not get that bad. We'll see. Get more reading done on sprints when I'm in chat. Yeah, when you're just doing like the Discord sprints, I do
Yeah.
too. There's like less chatting, more like, how much did you read? Do you want to do that again? Type of thing.
Yeah.
Reading Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry. That sounds badass.
That
Yeah.
does sound fun.
That's
I've never heard that.
I haven't either, but now I want to look it up later. I want to be a ruthless lady in wizardry,
Yes, me too.
Absolutely.
It's like my dream.
right? Sims 4. I haven't played The Sims in so long, but I heard there's like a mobile app now for The Sims, and that makes me excited.
Oh, good Lord.
Lana's
would be
excited
fun.
to see you, Kate. Matt, how about Dark Matter? Yeah, that's what you were saying too.
It was like surface level fun.
I need
Yeah.
that.
Hello, Anita.
100% the book, but also can't put it down. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you have to keep going because you need to find out what happened.
Yep.
Yeah, I did my team read from last week, and I also feel like this is a tough prompt to fulfill because you have to read the last of something, so you have to read the first of something. People that don't have a last to read.
Yeah.
9 a.m. Okay, not as bad as I thought.
Bright and early.
We have a lot of Sharon fans in the house.
Aw.
Hi, Sharon.
Hey, Angela.
Angela's here. I'm from Shell Space. Oh, hi, Team Hades. Welcome, Caitlin.
I just finished that book and I loved it. You'll just tell me what you think. I'm also Caitlin. So, twinsies.
You guys
What's Come Tumbling Down? Is that the
It is the fifth book in the Wayward Children series by Sean McGuire.
I haven't read any of those.
They're really, really good. They're all novellas, so they go by really fast.
Yeah.
I'm
What
also
is that
gonna
sound?
eat. Just me
What are you
eating
eating?
ice cream.
Okay.
Ice cream. That's quite a combination, ice cream and wine.
I feel like it fits ice cream, and that's like, you know, it's little, so I don't feel so guilty about it.
I mean, nowadays they have wine in ice cream. So,
Do they really?
yeah.
Yes, they do.
Whiskey.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's
Like a
delicious.
nice bourbon, caramel, vanilla
Mhm.
ice cream.
Mm.
Or like
That's
a
so
bourbon. Has anyone ever done like a bourbon float? I feel like that should be a thing because I would drink that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, crap. I can't remember the name of it. There's something called, I think it's a Brandy Alexander, and it's
Oh, yeah.
brandy with vanilla ice cream. I've never had it, but I know of it.
Kate, you made a drink with, what did you make it with? It was
Whiskey
and
and coconut milk and
ice.
chai tea and ice and a simple syrup.
That sounds fancy. Is
It was
It was
name?
fancy.
from my Outlander cookbook.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yes. It was
Does
delicious.
it have a fun name?
I gave it a fun name because it was just called Whiskey and Coconut Milk.
That's boring.
So I named it after one of the characters. It's the Lord John Grey now.
Aw.
Oh my
They're
god.
so
You're
good.
fast.
They go so fast too,
Wow.
because they're all like in between 200 and like 230 pages. So they go really, really quick.
Well, they're quick. Yeah. I've heard a lot about the series, but I've also heard a lot of mixed reviews of people either really enjoying it, really loving it, or feeling like underhyped, like it's just like overhyped for them.
I can see that because since they're so short, sometimes it can be hard to get attached to the characters and really feel like you've gotten into the story.
Yeah.
There's 3 of the books are like a continuous story, And then the other 3, as of now, are standalones, but they are about characters that appear in the story. So if you read all of them, you get like a better, bigger picture. But I can totally see why people might, not like it as much.
Do you suggest starting with the first one?
Definitely. I do. Every Heart a Doorway. And I think it's really inventive. That's why I like them so much, because each one has a different like portal world. And I think Shauna Maguire is super creative in how she does it. Like the third one takes place on this world that's like a candy world, and everything is like made of cotton candy or chocolate and stuff. And it's really fun. And it's different from like Willy Wonka. So
That's interesting.
I'd probably like them. I should try them.
they're fun. I love them a lot. Yeah, there's a ton of like LGBTQ plus rep in there. There's mental health awareness rep in there. There's like everything. She touches on it, and she does such a really good job of making it inclusive. I may be filming a why you should read this series video this week, which is why I have all this in the front of my head.
Do it.
That's good to know. I'll have to stay tuned for that one.
Yeah.
Alcohol. I'm so sorry. That's really bad. I'm so sorry. My condolences.
That is
You
sad.
must have like a healthy liver though. That's
True.
good.
That's true.
We should have an alcohol. Well, Lana, grab some, mimosas, 'cause
Already
it's
going.
early, and maybe some breakfast ice cream, and join me.
Breakfast ice cream. I love
we're,
it.
we're adults. We're allowed to eat
Hey,
whatever we want for
My
breakfast.
mom told me when you live on your own, you can eat whatever you want.
Very
Including
true.
wings
Right.
for breakfast.
I
There's
don't
gotta
know.
have like pancake flavored ice cream somewhere, right?
I'm sure they do.
Or like crepes with vanilla ice cream
That's
And
smart.
bourbon.
That sounds so
and
good.
bourbon. I mean, bourbon goes with everything.
I agree.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
You'd fit in well in Scotland, Sharon.
If we were in
Are
New
you-
Orleans, we would be drinking for breakfast, you know?
Eating
I have,
dinner.
like-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you were gonna get the is it whiskey that Sam Hohen makes? They're gonna start selling it in the US
Yes.
soon.
It's so hard to get. They like sell out like instantly.
What
But
is
one
it,
day
Kate?
I will have it. So 2 of the actors from the Outlander series created their own whiskey brand
Mm.
called Sassenach, which is what they call.
Yeah, right. I've seen the show.
Claire.
Yeah.
Okay. So the actors that play Jamie and Graham, who also do Men in Kilts now, where they travel around Scotland, they've started their own little whiskey business.
I don't know what Men in Kilts is, but I need that in my life. 'Cause
If you come to my Discord, we're watching episodes every Sunday.
okay.
Is it Sunday or Thursday?
Sunday is Men in Kilts. Thursday is
Oh,
Outlander.
Thursday's Outlander. Okay.
So basically, Men in Kilts is the actors that play Jamie and Dougal in Outlander. They travel around Scotland, and each episode has a different theme to it. Like one is food and drink, and one is culture and history and superstition, and it's super, super fun.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You should get ice cream. I support this sugary habit.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Leah. Welcome. I will have brownie ice cream.
That sounds amazing.
You
Go
should
ahead.
be
I'm
blaming
jealous.
us, not blaming us, you know?
I'm jealous. Thanking us, yes.
I agree.
Do you guys want to start a sprint?
Yeah.
don't know
how
what
long
to
do you wanna go
read.
for?
Do you want to do do you want to start off the one like a longer one until 8 or
Yeah.
until the hour?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And then we
I
can see
also-
how we feel.
Don't know what to read because I have too many things.
I know. I am.
Ooh. What's the other one?
Oh,
That's
It's a
cool.
graphic novel
Yes.
series.
Mhm.
And
That's also
so
pretty.
pretty.
Oh, I love that book.
I'm so jealous. That's
I
so
know,
That's a
it's got
pretty.
beautiful
pretty. Oh, it has like the letters and everything in it.
That's so cool.
I know, it's so pretty. It's like,
That's
Oh,
super pretty.
I've never read it, so
You'll
I
love
hope you
it,
like
Sharon.
it.
this
I think
this is
you'll
my
like it.
Aphrodite. Clearly, it's my
Yes.
Aphrodite from.
Yes,
very
Aphrodite
pretty.
approves.
All
I-
right, well, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna
All
read.
right.
I'll be right back. I have to go order dinner, which is not ice cream or whiskey.
Man, you're doing it wrong.
How was everyone's sprint? We have so many comments here.
People were very chatty.
They were. I tried to say hello to a couple people that joined. Like Roxanne joined. Evie joined. Hi, Evie. Hi, Roxanne. RK joined. Hello. So glad you joined us. Oh, Kristen. Oh, I don't know if she's still on, but hi, Kristen. Oh, Andrew joined. Oh, she's
still
here. So many people. Hello, Bailey. I see no wine anywhere. Wait, where's my wine?
No,
I'm
wine
running
with
low.
gin
But it's here, yeah. And Kate's drinking gin.
with a silent W.
Yeah. With gin. And Kate is making the rules. Other Kate. Not drinking Kate.
It counts.
It counts.
It's that silent W that no one knows about.
Exactly. Human necessity.
Oh, yes. And Rule Kate has a Discord.
Oh,
So.
yeah.
Yes, I
I
do
have to
not.
differentiate because I can't, like, I don't know how to, the spelling isn't there.
Right.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, my dog.
There's a doggy. Something happened, Kate? Oh, yeah. She left us for a little bit. You're not really enjoying. What are you reading? I think you told me in the next chat, but I can't remember. I am sorry.
I think you're muted, Kate.
Yeah, I think she's talking to her dog. Hello. Hi, Kate. There's
Hi,
another
Kate.
Kate. There's so many Kates. You guys are popular.
There are lots of Kates.
I'm just going to sleep instead of reading. Oh, okay. Well, good sleeps. I don't know if it's nighttime where you are, but good sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys were really chatty.
Yeah.
I had just finished a chapter and I'm like, do I start another chapter? Or do I just go and chat in the chat?
That's what I
fair.
did too.
I'm going to add some more wine.
My chapter is
What?
going really slow because I have to take
Allie, you
notes.
don't. Oh.
Hmm.
Allie, you don't need a glass.
No,
Just
I'm
straight out
trying
of the
to be
bottle.
like, all
Proper.
for camera.
Ah,
But Sharon, if you and I went out for drinks, we just each get our own bottle and walk around, No
Red
need for
Solo
glass.
cups. Red
And
Solo
it's,
cups.
it's got that nice, like, drinking spout.
yes. Can you like carry alcohol around in California?
I don't think so.
You can't in Michigan, but I know in Indiana you can.
Doesn't mean we don't.
Well, that's true.
You just have to disguise it well.
I mean, if you go out with Andrew,
He could do it. He knows the secrets.
He knows all the tricks, I'm sure.
Yes, Kate is the owner of all the rules.
and the non-rules, and the
And the
loopholes.
non-rules. Yes.
I mean, to be the rule maker, you have to be the exception maker also.
This is true.
Great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Ban Island really does not exist. It's kind of a figment.
It's like Atlantis.
It lasted like 2 weeks. I
We
think
pretend-
Ban
Katrina-
Island is the best. That's all I'm saying.
That's
Good
awesome.
enough.
I still
I
have
did
a
buy.
big Ban Island roll, by the way.
I did the 50% off sale last night and bought the beautiful edition of Dune, and then
I have that
the
one.
edition of Emma that's like the Pride and Prejudice.
Ooh.
That edition
Well,
is so pretty, Sharon. Where is that from?
Amazon.
Oh.
They had a
was
buy
it a
one
Prime
get.
Day?
It was buy one get 150. So they were both like $28. So I figured if one's half price, it's not so bad. It's like $15.
Dang, I
There's
didn't know
always a way
Dune
to
was on.
I don't own pretty books anyway, so
Well, now you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. I
Someone
caved
tries-
and bought that fancy copy of Invisible Life of Addie LaRue that they have
Oh.
at Blackwell. And I haven't even read the book yet. I was like, I think I'm gonna like it. It's so pretty.
I thought I was
such a-
gonna love it, and I don't.
Angela and who else? Charmaine
And
have kind of
Evie.
made me tentative about reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Evie didn't like it either. I
Evie
know, like
didn't.
Abby. I think Abby is like the
Abby.
one person I know that
Kate
loved
loved
it.
it.
Like, I think that she's the only person.
enjoyed
that,
it.
Like,
Kate with a K loved it. Yeah.
and Kate liked it. Well,
Yeah.
Kate, did you?
It wasn't
you
my
said-
favorite. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was like amazing, but I enjoyed it. It
Yeah.
moved me. It made me cry and sob.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, if I don't like it, it'll look really, really pretty on my bookshelf.
It is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
There's definitely parts that are like moving for sure. So, and
I
it's
don't-
the writing
It
is
takes a
beautiful.
lot.
Yeah, the writing's beautiful.
It takes
I
a lot
like
to get me to cry.
Darker
Yeah.
Shade of Magic series, so I hope I like this one.
Ooh, you read 40. That's really good. I read like 7% because I was so distracted by all the things happening. It's
I
an
read
abundance
like
of pages.
32 pages with the audiobook.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Is an abundance of Cakes, is that like a murder of crows? Is that what we call them when they're all together?
Everyone wants to be
Kate.
Kate tonight, Kate.
Yes.
Like,
And
that
all
should
the
be the
things
word
spell it
for it.
different.
That should be a book name.
Oh,
The
that's
Abundance
right.
of Kate's.
You aren't liking Senlin Ascends. I remember you telling us that was like your unpopular opinion.
Who isn't liking Senlin?
Or she's part of the next team, and I remember her telling us that. But it's okay. I mean,
Oh.
everyone has such different tastes. Like I like my favorite book of last year. So many people I think are just kind of like about it. So we all just have such different tastes. It's hard.
Mhm. What was your favorite book last year?
The Space Between Worlds was my favorite.
I haven't read that yet, but I've heard lots of opinions.
I have a favorite trilogy from last year.
Ooh, which one?
Kate knows.
The Patience of a Dead Man?
Oh yes, that's Leslie also like raves about that, and that one's like
Yeah.
a horror thriller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Super
heard of
scary.
that.
Don't listen to Sharon. It's super scary.
Okay. I can't read scary books when the sun goes down.
It was
Uh-oh.
like, it was so scary. The door, I was reading it at my desk, and the door opened just like normally, and I jumped. It wasn't even like a scary part, but it was just like the suspense. The author builds really good like
Yeah.
atmosphere. It was so
It's jump
scary.
scary. It's like
Yeah.
jump scary, you know.
It
Oh.
is scary.
Well, if I read it, I'm definitely gonna be chatting you up about it, Sharon.
Mhm.
I've
Yeah, I
just
liked
read
it.
so many good things.
And
Don't you have all
it's,
Lights on when you read it.
it's self-published, so that's awesome too.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's
And the author is awesome.
If you're
So-
talking to me, I am vaccinated. Yes, fully. I think you're talking to me.
Me too.
And yeah, Sharon's also fully vaxxed.
So is Kate.
Me
Kate with
too.
a K.
Me three.
Yeah.
All four of us are fully vaccinated. I feel like this. Please. Kate has gin, I have wine, and Sharon's gonna drink whiskey either now or shortly
Yeah, in a few minutes.
in a few minutes. Is your name Kate?
Oh, it's
An abundance.
Stephanie.
They don't allow open alcohol. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like Californians' laws are very close to Massachusetts, and we're not allowed to open carry here either. But everyone like conceal carries at least alcohol.
Where are you in Massachusetts, Ellen?
I'm literally like 10 minutes from Boston.
Okay.
Like
I got
north.
married on the Cape.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nice. It's like the traffic to go to the Cape is crazy.
I know.
There's some
Route
really
6,
cute
forget
spots
it.
there.
Yeah.
Does it sound weird to anyone else? Yeah, I think there's a little bit of
Yeah.
background noise.
Mm-hmm. Evie, I just got your message, and yes, yay! I can't respond because I'm on my phone. So
Drink Oakley on the streets. Yeah, and also New Orleans, you can drink Oakley on the streets too.
I went to a comic convention in Indianapolis. Yes, I am that nerdy. And I went to this brewery and I didn't even know that anywhere you could open carry. And so we were just drinking and then they were like, do you want a to-go cup? And I was like, what? You mean I can have to-go beer? And it was awesome.
They were doing that here during like COVID, like the beginning when all the restaurants started closing down, like dining seating.
Mm-hmm.
There were some places that like you could take alcohol to go. I was like, what? Can we have this as like a regular thing now?
Yeah, they did that here too. They had like you could order takeout and you could
Yeah, like
order
the
like
bars and
a drink mix. Yeah.
They bring you like margaritas on Uber Eats. I did that a couple times when I was in Boston.
Awesome.
It was great.
Yeah. They're inventive ways to get your drink on.
Yes.
And I
We're
feel
in
like,
China.
Amanda, you would be a fun person to go out with. We can both be Kate for the night if we want. That's like
Everyone
a fun
wants to be
friend to go out
Kate's.
with.
Mm-hmm.
You can drink in certain places in Texas too. That's cool.
Don't mess with Texas.
I love Vegas rocking around. It felt weird or yeah.
I can
I
imagine.
was- Yeah. The thing is, all of the copies of Addie are beautiful. Like they're all, like especially the UK copies are stunning.
I don't own any books that have sprayed edges, and I saw them, and they have the flowers on them, and I just could not resist. It's so.
Did you buy it?
I did. I did. I justified it by saying that I bought it through Abby's link, so I was helping Abby. So
Yeah, you would be nice. Stephanie loved Addie LaRue. Okay, so Stephanie and Abby both love Addie LaRue. There's two people that really loved it.
And Jessie
Oh, and Jessie. Okay, I didn't know Jessie.
from the Bookish Mom.
Yeah, Kristen's like, I just wish I loved it. I thought it was okay. I just,
the premise sucked me in. Like I read the
yes.
back cover and I was like, this sounds exactly up my alley. So as long as she doesn't tank something, hopefully I'll like it.
That's what sucked me in too. But I think for me, besides like the moving parts and some of the intrigue, there were just parts that were a little boring. Like it could have been less long, but like it's compelling because it's beautifully written. So you probably still want to read it. It's just not going to, I don't know. I didn't read it because like people loved it and people didn't. I think it's just, it depends on your taste at this point. And Vish thought it was just okay. Yeah.
I feel like being boring is like the kiss of death for a book, because if I just disagree with something the author did, I'll still finish the book. But if it's boring, then I'm not going to want to pick it up anymore.
It's just, maybe my standards are just a little different. I just like when the author makes me think a little bit.
Mhm.
You should read The Long Price Quartet.
I am going to read I'm thinking about starting the first one tonight, actually, because I want to make it for Pete's live show. He's doing it on, I think, Saturday or Sunday.
I will be on
And I
that live
have
show.
The bind-up. You're in it? Oh, well, perfect.
Yeah, I am.
I want to try to make it.
I hope you enjoy it.
I have the bind up too, but not with me right now, but yeah. I'm at my
You
parents'.
at work, Sharon?
No, I'm in Phoenix at my parents'.
A murder of Kate's.
Well, like an abundance of
How could you
cake.
do that
It
to
sounds like a
us?
murder of crows. You know, like when you like
Mhm.
put it all together, like a cacophony of owls, I think it is, or something. You could make an abundance of cake. A murder of cake of Kate's.
A gaggle of
sounds
geese.
freaking terrifying. I have to agree with you all. But an abundance of cake sounds like
How could you do that to us?
My favorite is a flamboyance of flamingos. Is the real thing. The real thing.
I feel like I should
Just
make a
don't tell
flamboyance of drag queens because I think that would like just work so well.
100%.
Let us know how you like it when you finish it. I'm curious. Reading a patient's. Oh, that's right. Lana is doing the India chords. Oh no, did Kate leave us again?
Oh no.
Hopefully she gets her phone up and running. She's having technical difficulties today. It's scary book title. I think it's The Patience of a Dead Man, and that was what Sharon's like favorite trilogy last year was, and it's like a horror thriller jump scare kind of book. So, yay, Vax Club. Evie, if you want to do a Boston meetup, you just let me know and I will be there. But I'm not singing.
Oh, boo.
I'm not. I'll dance on stage, like not risque dance, but just like regular dance. But I will not sing. I can't sing. I don't want to like hurt anyone's ears.
Oh, you wouldn't hurt our ears.
I'd embarrass someone. Evie, I think you should still grab one. You know, one.
I mean,
won't-
Evie, I have to work too.
I'm also working up.
I'm not
Okay.
working, but I've packed my entire life into boxes tomorrow. So
Oh no. But also exciting because it's med school.
this is I know. I'm like hitting the point where I'm starting to get nervous, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's what I keep telling myself.
Kate, where are you going?
I start med school in the fall.
Wow.
One of the schools in my state in Michigan. So
Congrats.
thank you. Start August 16th, which means August is going to be the end of my frequent booktubing, which is going to make me sad. But I'm still going to do it. So,
So are you just gonna jam pack everything into July?
yes.
We'll have a plethora of Kate material.
Yeah.
I can't even. So in Australia and New Zealand, do you guys not have supply or is it just Australia? Because I'm wondering, I know in Canada they were having supply issues, but I think that's like more or less solved because people are getting their second dose now earlier than anticipated. So hopefully you'll get it soon. But I have to say, like, your governments have been doing a way better job than anybody else's governments, besides like Taiwan, that's also doing an awesome job.
The Taiwanese health system is amazing. Just in
I've heard
general.
that. Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, same with you, Vish. I'm sorry. You get it soon. That's good because it was still so cold. Yeah, that's a good time. I mean, that's like a good time to go if you like the cold. It gets really cold in the Boston area.
Yes, it does. I didn't get to go to the Cape when I was there, but I went close-ish to it. I went to Nantucket with some friends, but I didn't like officially get to go. Bye, Evie.
Hi, Evie. We can drink on the street in the UK, but we're not allowed to on public transport.
That's probably smart.
You're
Yeah,
drinking on the tube. It's the tube, right? That's what they call it.
I think it's the tube. Well, that's okay. You'll be so like drunk, you'll be happy to walk home.
Mm-hmm.
No alcohol and takeout, and still can't buy alcohol on Sundays. I think that's also a thing in Canada. Like the liquor stores aren't open on Sundays. And that might be a thing in Mass too. I can't remember.
We can buy alcohol in grocery stores on Sundays, but it has to be like after 10.
10? Yeah, that's what it is in Michigan.
I'm like, is that like the normal time people get out of church or something? It just seems so random.
You get out of church and immediately you're like, I need a drink.
I mean,
Well,
some days.
sometimes.
It's just like random for it to be 10, not like noon or something, like lunch hour, but 10 a.m.
Because you get out of church and you just need a drink. I'm always the designated driver. That must be like partly hilarious and partly annoying. Everyone's
There's a lot
like, Amanda.
There's a lot of places in Michigan that will give you free drinks if you're the designated driver. So like unlimited drinks for the whole night, that like non-alcoholic drinks, which is kind of, non-alcohol.
That's a trap. That's a
Yeah.
straight up trap.
But if they catch you drinking out of someone else's glass, they'll make you pay for everything you drink. So
Interesting.
I feel like at that point they should just take away your keys.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're close enough. The next age. Oh, it's age brackets. Okay, so that's what's happening. That makes sense. This thing keeps going faster than me. Anyone likes nonfiction? I just finished Missiles.
Ooh,
That sounds
That
right up
sounds
your alley,
amazing.
Kate.
it does. I'm gonna write it down. I'm reading the Oregon Thieves now,
Oh,
which is why it's taking me so long to read a chapter because I'm taking notes on it. But man,
people are so chatty tonight. I love it.
I know, everyone's like excited. I love that. Let me know when you're done, Kate. I'll move on to the next one.
you can move it now.
Ooh, Kristen's into it too. Maybe you'll have a buddy read partner.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Horrifying. Yeah, I love the title. Imbeciles. What's everyone reading? I'm reading Deal with an Elf King right now, but I think I might switch to Shadow in the Summer so I can get that finished for Saturday.
I'm reading Ariadne and Library of the Unwritten.
Ooh. I'm reading The Oregon Thieves, which is nonfiction about the first heart transplant in the segregated South, where they stole a heart from a black man's chest and put it in a white businessman without any consent. So this is really the hard one. So I'm gonna alternate with Dragonlance. But here's something light.
Everyone can sing except for me.
Just
I
not
agree,
well.
Kristen. Everyone can sing. Not everyone can sing well, but they can sing and they should sing because it's fun.
Not
And
everyone can sing. I don't agree with that.
You sing in the shower or to your steering wheel in the car because that's also fun. Car karaoke.
Sometimes I make like the ooh sound, and then there's like a dog in the distance that howls along with me because it's so bad.
Oh no. If you got drunk enough when you karaoke?
Do I get drunk? When I know that I'm going to be coerced into something, I tend to really monitor my drinking. So like knowing like, I don't know if Evie would ever coerce me into trying to sing, but like just knowing that that would be like perhaps an expectation. If I got like loosened up, I'd probably be even more stubborn. Kate, I was worried that it would be boring and filled. Oh. Gosh. It's getting so
I'm
dark.
gonna order that tonight.
Yeah, Kate's like, I'm sold.
No, like for science purposes, not because I like.
I'm a history. Oh yeah. The NPR list. That is cool.
Ooh, do love NPR.
Colorado just got rid of the Sunday law, and now we can finally buy alcohol in grocery stores. That's great.
Ooh.
I don't know if we can buy alcohol in grocery stores. Maybe
We
wine.
can buy wine and like beer and cider and those kinds of things, but not like hard liquor.
I
In
think
Mass,
same.
the only place I ever saw, like the only grocery store I ever saw alcohol in Mass was Whole Foods. But like Shaw's and Star Market, no wine, but not liquor.
I think Trader Joe's sells wine in Mass because I'm pretty sure I bought like $5 wine when I was desperate one day.
Hey, that's just not bad. Aldi wine isn't
Wow.
bad either.
It's not bad. I was like happily shocked. Oh, and Target sells wine because they have a huge wine section.
They do.
So it's definitely allowed. It's just if you do it or not. Reading The Toll. Oh, is that the Scythe series? I have it, but I haven't read it yet. This is about Carrie Buck and the Supreme Court case about her.
I'm gonna read that. That sounds so good.
That
Sounds
does
so
sound really good. I'm gonna put that on my the Oregon Thief sounds really interesting too, Kate. I work in pharma, so I work a lot with like consent forms and like patients and things like that. So that just sounds really interesting to see.
It's really cool. I'm only on chapter 3, but they just told like the basic story, and now they're starting with like slavery in Virginia and how medical schools developed and how medical schools got corpses for dissection and for anatomy. And that stuff is insane. I didn't know how awful and disturbing their practices were. So this is like shedding a lot of light. Now I'm like, where are our corpses coming from for my school?
I think the ones now are the ones that are like when you donate your body to science type of thing.
We hope.
Yeah.
An accidental 6-hour nap. You mean you went to bed for the night?
Good for you,
That's
Stephanie.
amazing, Stephanie. I'm jealous.
That sounds, yeah, that does sound amazing. I'm reading Project Hail Mary. Well, I've heard people talk about that, but I don't know
Everyone
if I have
is good.
interest. Yeah. Kristen agrees with you, Kate. That's sleep.
Yes. Sleep.
Oh. I think gas station on the military base with a place to give alcohol samples. There's a Total Wine near me that does like wine tastings. Like you'll walk in the store and they'll be like, "Would you like to taste this wine?" Which is really great.
Yes, thank you.
My mom loves that store.
It's like Costco for drinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the best part of Costco is going and getting all the samples.
Yeah. Same with Sam's Club. My parents have like a Sam's Club near them. And yeah, they give free samples too.
So many samples at Sam's Club.
I have a theory that the cheaper the wine, the better it tastes. Because every wine I've ever had. Huh?
I've had bad cheap wine.
Every time I buy wine that's more than like $25, it tastes like feet. Gross. Gross. Can't do it. Blah.
You just have to make sure that you know the year and the region because the wine is like dependent on the year.
Older is supposed to be better and all that.
So only some years, not necessarily older. And also it depends how the wine is stored. So like some years the crops are better. And then also if they're not storing the wine properly, it will go bad and it'll start to get acidic. There's like a temperature and a slantedness and like a maybe touching the cork, maybe not touching the cork type of thing.
Oh, you know a lot about wine.
I have a friend that's a sommelier and she tells me
That's
things.
really cool.
I've read a book about wine at the last readathon.
Ooh, was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. It's called The Reflections of a Wine Merchant.
Oh.
It was written by a guy that, like, I think he was a retired wine merchant, but he, like, traveled to, like, Italy and France and, you know, all the Spain and wrote about, like, all the different wine people he worked with and the different relationships. And he talked a lot about how different years, different crops were better and different ways of holding the wine in the casks and different. I learned a lot about wine in that book.
Like a sexy title too.
It just had like a picture of the green wine bottle on the front. It was nice.
Ooh.
That's really, you've always been able to buy. Oh, yeah. I feel like New Zealand is the place I'd want to go to if I had a choice between New Zealand and Australia because y'all New Zealanders seem way more fun and like less restrictive with the rules.
Mm-hmm.
But fish.
Well,
And there's
there's
hobbits there.
exception to all the rules. I would go to Australia to see fish.
Totally.
Also, Australia. Besides the like large spiders,
There's a lot of nope animals in Australia.
there isn't a lot of nope animals. Yeah.
And there are hobbits in New Zealand. There's Middle Earth. That wins for me.
They've done this also. I don't know if this book is about like immigration doing that, but immigration would also sterilize like a lot of women, and I think especially like the like islands that like this is like U.S. history. I think we all kind of know about that. It's very controversial.
They did it a lot in China too when they passed the One Child Act. They like go about sterilizing people. There's a great documentary about it that's horrifying.
I bet.
Kate knows all the fun party facts.
Hey, Angela.
All they did was sit. That's a good recliner. Night.
Night, Urza.
I about fell asleep right now, so I feel it. Oh no, everyone's falling asleep. Hey John, how are you? I went shopping at a. Oh, that's wonderful.
Ooh.
That's a good store.
Mm-hmm.
The hangovers are worse with cheap wine. Yeah. All the tannins. Ellie, you should do a wine pairing with books. There is someone that has like a little bartending series and books on their channel. I could try to do a wine one, but I could do like a which character we drink
Ooh.
type of thing.
You can make a tag out of it.
That would be
You didn't
fun.
want to do like a whole series. Just
Everyone's
pick like your
paused.
favorite book or series and
And do
assign
like a
different
different
drinks to the characters or something.
That would be so much fun. I should do that. I'll try to think something up, Kate.
That would be a really great video.
As I drink, so that I'm like slowly getting more and more tipsy with all the answers, and everything's getting more and more outrageous.
That's the best kind.
By the end, you're just like, any wine with any book. All the wine.
Everybody should drink. I don't usually spend more than $20-$25 per bottle. Yeah, I don't either, unless it's like a favorite grape and favorite region. Like for whatever reason, I really like Syrahs from South Africa. I had like one really good one, and ever since I had that one, every time I pick one from that region, that grape, it's really good.
You're very fancy. I'm gonna have to like try wines and be like, tell me about this wine.
See
We
me get
need-
drunk and then tell me I'm fancy.
We need Benedict here with his pink wine.
Yeah, he's
To
at a
balance
soccer
out.
game tonight.
It's unacceptable.
Depends what you consider young. A ripe 32. Me too, Kristen. A ripe
I'm a
32.
ripe 30. Ripe 30 over here.
Just some beautiful ladies of all ages.
Aging like fine wine. Right, Angela?
Oh no. Like, so nope animals are rare. Or maybe you are a nope animal fish.
That's a very good question.
Vicious.
The plot
and
thickens.
monster.
The plot.
Indeed.
I lived in Sydney for like anything that looked like it wanted to kill me. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It's because they ran away with them. Even the spider. He was early.
Those things are huge. I don't.
Yeah, y'all are they're just so chill. Every like New Zealander I've ever spoken to is like, yeah, we just do whatever we want. Just like,
Mhm.
what? All right, I'm feeling like we should do another reading sprint though. I guess as I drink.
Yes.
I might have to now. I feel like it's on video, so I can't not do it.
Yes. Kate, you could do Kate, you could do whiskey pairings.
Just everyone drink whiskey.
That's the main message.
You can teach us things.
But as
about
long
wine
as you
drinking.
spell it like the Scots.
Ooh, what's that spelling?
They spell it without an E. It's just WHISKY.
That
Oh,
makes more sense.
fancy.
I like it. Also has great wineries. Yes, you do. New Zealand wine. You guys have great, especially red wine. I feel like New Zealand has good red wine.
Never had New Zealand wine.
Go wine tasting. I am so done with. Yes, we can. There's definitely some really good wine stores, Angela, and maybe I can convince my sommelier friend, whose name is Bryn, and she also likes to read, to like point us in the direction of somewhere good. Maybe she'll join us.
You could do a collab video with her
With Bryn,
in
yeah,
your books,
she would love
your
that.
wine and books.
That'd be so much fun.
Yes.
Oh, I have like some Syrah. I have to look for ones. Yeah, I think the one I liked was called Cirrus, Cirrus, I think is what it was called. And it was like South African Syrah. They may run away because they don't want to die.
That's fair.
The Tipsy Live Show. Well, this is supposed to be a Tipsy Live Show, but
We're talking too much and not drinking enough.
this is like the.
Yeah, give me like 10 minutes.
Okay. After this next reading sprint, we'll all be in a good place.
How long do y'all want to read for? Ooh,
Wanna
yes,
go
fish.
like
Fish is really trying to sell
9:15?
Australia.
Yeah,
Once I
9:15
found
sounds
out.
good.
9:15? Okay.
I will make a banner. Is that okay with you guys, Sharon and Kate?
Yep.
Perfect. I will turn on the light because I'm slowly disappearing into the darkness, like my soul.
You are.
I'll come back.
The weird thing about
Right.
Boston is it gets dark so much earlier over there than it does again.
Did you just say like my soul?
Yes, I'm sinking into the darkness like my soul, Sharon. You caught that. All right. I'll see you guys at 9:15. Or, well, Sharon is going to
Yep.
be like different. Hello. How was everyone's sprint? Oh, you guys were chatty.
Good. I think I got like 30 pages done.
That's really good.
It's easy. I love it. That's great.
Are you reading Trader's Blade right now?
Trader's Blade. Yeah.
Deacon Style goes really fast. I haven't gotten too far into Trader's Blade, but I read the first two in his YA series, and I really like his writing.
Spellslinger. Yeah.
Spellslinger.
This is so snarky and so funny. I love it. It's very reminds me so much of Pratchett.
Yeah. I read it opposite. So I just read my first Pratchett this year, and I read Deacon Style a while ago, but I never connected the two. You're right. It does.
I feel like Vimes and Falkio would be good friends.
I would agree with that. Hi, Pete.
Hello, Pete. You're here.
What are you reading now?
What are we all reading? I am reading, right now I'm reading A Deal with the Elf King, and then I'm also going to start Shadow and Summer for the next sprint. So hopefully I can get that done for Saturday.
I've been reading this, but I've almost had enough for one night. I'm like,
what's the tag? The shocking story of what? Of the first transplant of the Sacred Day of South. Oh,
yeah,
that's
wow.
It's very intense.
Light reading.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch to Dragon's Bottom Twilight.
That's how I felt with what is it? Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was intense.
I actually just filmed a tag video today where I talk about that book.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. It was a great book, but it was intense.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking, and her family still hasn't seen any money from any of the profits from anything that any of her cells have been used for, which is insane.
Everything.
Stem cell research, in vitro fertilization, cloning, nuclear testing, everything. It's nuts.
Oh.
Kate, it's your turn to share.
That go around, I read a couple chapters of Eridane.
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but it's really slow prose compared to other books I've been reading this month. So it's a slower read.
I wonder what the voice is for Ariadne.
What?
What's that, Allie?
I'm just wondering, usually, because that's a very common Greek myth. I'm wondering what the retelling or twist is for it.
Yeah, I don't know what the other stories have used. But basically she's the main premise is she's fallen in love with this prince, and now she has to kill her brother, who's the Minotaur, to free these people that have been every year.
Yeah.
I think it's Athens sends 16 young men and women to be essentially sacrificed to the Minotaur, and she's taken it upon herself to kill her brother and free all these people now.
It's a beautiful book. The UK cover for that book is insane. It's so gorgeous.
I know. I got that. I got the UK cover.
I'm thinking about buying it, but I haven't read Circe. I haven't read Song of Achilles. So I'm not sure if I'll like it.
Yeah, I got my favorite book of the month. So.
And I got Sister Song and 1,000 Ships and Silence of the Girls. So I have all this whole pile of retellings, but I also got is it Edith Hamilton, the 75th edition of the mythology?
Oh yeah.
Because I read that many years ago in high school.
Yeah.
So I want to reread that before I read all these retellings.
That's probably really smart because then you'll be able to really
Okay.
get like the difference between the retelling and the original story. I should probably do that too. You're very smart.
Let's read it together.
Yes. Anita, I just picked that up today. I got it from Amazon's like Prime Day sale, and I can't wait.
So
for
good. That's so good. Kate and I love that.
Reading The Shape of Water. I've heard about that actually.
Italian.
Wasn't that a movie, The Shape of Water?
I think so. It was one of those Night Shyamalan movies, I think.
Voice of War. I want to read that one too. I wanted to read it this month, but
I got it. Both of them were like super, like 99 cents on Kindle a while ago. So
yeah, I think that's what I did too. I got the first one, but I didn't get the second one.
I have a goal of reading 7,000 pages between now and the end of the month.
Wow, that's
Not happening. It's like
but it's nice to have.
readathon.
Sister's Song looks really good, yeah.
Kate knows about my ability to not read that much.
I've
Although
actually read a lot more than I normally do. I was impressed with myself.
I am on book 13 though for this month.
Wow.
See,
Okay. 3 of them were graphic novels. Like
Still,
I read the
you still
Umbrella
read
Academy
them.
series.
Are amazing.
Hey.
I'm on book 6, which is more than I've read in the last couple of months. But I'm like halfway through 2 other books, so if I finish them, I will like beat my record. So
I don't read chunky books though. Like they're all in a pile somewhere in the corner of my room.
I think I've read 11 books so far, but one of them was the 3rd book in the Outlander series, and it was like over 1,000 pages. So that should count as like 2 books in itself.
3 books for me. The longest one I read was Morning Star, and I loved it. Loved it.
are you gonna read Iron Gold?
I am, and I'm super excited for multiple points of view.
It's good. It's good. I'm excited to hear what you think about it because it definitely feels different than the other ones, but I still thought it was really good.
Loved Morning Star.
Book 10.
That's
low.
really low.
Hey, Stephanie.
I'm
Wow.
on
Low? That's low?
8. I'm on book 8. But like I usually average like 7 a month.
But you guys read, I can't read these big tomes.
Some of them are like usually the books I read are at least 400 pages.
Yeah.
Unless it's a graphic
I'm not going to Malazan. I'm not doing Malazan.
I don't know if I'll do that one. It remains to be seen. There's just so many other books that I want to read first.
I've
Yeah.
packed up my Malazan books, so I'm not touching them until I move to my new apartment, but I might try it in July just to see.
I kind of want to read Outlander, but I'm intimidated.
They're big. That's like the one I have is like the
But
bigger
they-
paperback, and
But
it's
they
like
read really fast.
I read the
Maybe I'll
first
listen to them.
It's pretty good. I just like I usually don't have problem with like content, but there was like just the end of that book, and anyone who's read it or seen the show will know what I'm talking about. But I didn't
Is that the scene? Is that the part that Kate, you and I were talking about that I don't like? With
with Jamie and Blackjack.
yep.
Yeah. No, that's
I can't. That part I couldn't do. I fast forwarded the show.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it in the show. I couldn't watch it, so it's just hard. Maybe one day I'll go back to Outlander.
Yay, Angela!
It's so
Yeah.
good. You're so fast. You're so good.
You read a lot, Angela. Whenever I watch your videos, I'm always like, dang, already? Oh, nice. 11. Wow, that's great.
Ooh, Station
Station
11.
11 sounds good.
I've heard, and the cover for that is gorgeous.
Wait, it has food on the cover of it?
No.
I have that book. I could use that for Depper.
Why, Pete? What do you mean I'm breaking my heart?
He wants you to read Malazan.
I was
no,
gonna say,
not
was it because of Malazan?
No.
no.
I will read Long Price Quartet.
Yay! That makes me happy.
Outlander is
But-
fantastic. Audiobooks are great. I am
All
so
right.
difficult with audiobooks.
I
Oh,
can't.
I live by audiobooks.
Yeah. I wish I did.
So, on my drive out here from Phoenix, I listened to half of Kill Creek, which you guys won't like because it's horror. And
On a
half of
drive?
Witherspoon.
You're a
Oh, yeah.
brave soul.
I was like,
Yeah.
It was so good. It's one of Lyra's, like Lyra really loves it, and there was some parts in the middle that dragged, but it was phenomenal.
So when you were like out in the middle of the desert all by yourself driving at night, you were totally cool listening.
No, it was the middle of the day, but I was flipping between, like I would listen to Kill Creek for 2 hours, then Traitor's Blade for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then Kill Creek and then Traitor's Blade. Because they're two totally different genres. Like it's not like reading Traitor's Blade and then the next book I want to read is Guns of the Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like reading two that are the same, it's kind of the same genre.
I'm so excited to get to Tchaikovsky. I have like so many books now. 20.
What?
I don't know how you do that, Amanda.
I remember talking to you like 3 days ago, and you were on 22 books. I don't know how you did 6 books in 3 days.
Holy crap!
You're insane.
Team
Crazy.
effort.
That was my first 4 months.
Right, mine too. No, there are 10 total books. Okay.
10 total for Outlander.
There will be.
Yeah, I know you're trying to catch all of it.
Is it one
Right
a
now.
year?
Oh no, there's like 6. I think it's been like 6 years since we got the last one.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
worst.
so she must be friends with Martin, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, she does a lot of research in her books. For her books, she tries to get as much like factual as she can.
Okay.
Big sci-fi.
But I've already. She's
Oh, is
not
that-
like George R. R. Martin because book 9 I've already pre-ordered, so it's there.
Okay.
He's not
Amanda,
lying.
is that Macmillan? Is that Robert? Is that the same guy who wrote A Boy's Life? Or is that something different?
I don't know.
Also, Amanda, how long did that book take you to read? Like half an hour?
Half an hour. She's
4 weeks?
osmosis.
It's like, if you want like a more of a challenge, here's a 900-page book. It was a breeze.
I read Stormlight Archive in a day.
Not doing that one either. That's on the.
I definitely want to read those, but I want to read
I
the
want
Arrow
to,
first.
but it's on the intimidating pile.
You know what, Sharon? Just get the UK versions because they're all split in half.
Oh, I have it. I have it. But the
Yeah.
problem is that then the font's really small.
It's true. Though I have heard that the audiobooks for those are absolutely fantastic because it's that guy in Kate Redding. I don't listen to audiobooks, so I don't know his name. But everyone says they're good.
That one dude.
That one dude.
Mike something in Kate
The,
Redding.
the narrator, Kate, you told me the narrator for Traitor's Blade is really good.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
But I'm only listening to it at 1.2 because I want to catch everything. Because all the snarky comments,
Yes.
like I don't want to miss it.
It's so fun. It's such a fun book.
Yeah, I can't wait to read the rest of it. Probably not in 4 days like Angela, but.
I read it in 3 days.
Just
I
reading
think I'm
Guns
going to
of
start
Dawn.
it this weekend.
Guns of the Dawn looks so good. I'm debating between doing that or Cage of Souls is one of his other like.
I know, I got that for my birthday. It's beautiful.
It's so pretty, and it just
It's,
I read I read the first page and I was like, oh my God, I want to not read anything else right now and read this book. But I don't have it on my TBR for the readathon and I don't know what it would fit. So
I think I have Zeus and Hermes left. Well, I have others, but like I have the food one, but Zeus and Hermes, and Angela said it would fit both.
ooh. That's good.
That's really good. Yes, Kate mentioned that. Same guy.
Oh, same guy. Okay.
Read it in 2.5 days. Just
900 pages.
easy 2-day read. couple of casual nights.
I wish I could read like this right at night.
Osmosis.
Like
Yeah.
osmosis, right? Like,
It's
I
the
just
best
absorb.
technique.
Just think about a book and you've read it.
really,
John,
John?
I heard
Really?
that. Oh, sorry, Sharon. Go ahead.
No, I just said really.
I mean, War and Peace is a great book, but it's
I've heard it's
enormous
really, like,
and it's
really
very
dense.
dense. I mean, that's Russian literature in general.
Yeah.
Is very dense.
I am just starting, thanks to Kate and some other friends in a chat group, starting to read classics. Because it's
Oh.
been 30 some years since I've read a classic.
Russian
It's
literature
so
scares
nice.
me.
That's why I'm starting with Pride and Prejudice. Because I watched the movie and now I'm going to read the book.
Oh,
It's
yay.
very good.
So I'm a big musical person, and there is a musical based on like one chapter or like 3 chapters from War and Peace.
I can tell.
What is it?
Here in the Great Comet of 1863 or something, but like 3 chapters from that book, and it makes an entire musical. That's like what intimidates me about War and Peace
Yeah.
so much.
Wow. My daughter's in 3 musicals this summer.
Ooh, what other ones is she in? She's in Les Mis, right?
Well, they finished Les Mis, Outside, Under the Stars. It was amazing.
Oh,
And now she's in Big Fish.
oh,
She's the lead in Big Fish. She's in Crybaby and The Music Man.
I love The Music Man. I did that in high school, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorites.
And then she's in Beauty and the Beast in the fall.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's my
Yeah,
dream
she's-
role that I'm aged out of now.
She's the dance captain. So
Ooh,
That's
so
fine.
she's gonna be one of like the dancing forks or something. They have really cool parts.
all right, I'm done bragging.
Oh no.
You're allowed to. You're allowed.
You should. Someone has to, you know. Stormlight is great. It's a fast read. Of course, Stephanie is also like a power reader. So no surprise in that comment. Like a beast with reading. Russian lit. Are you not intimidated by that, Stephanie? Because Russian literature, like, low-key scares me. I could do English lit and American lit. I find American lit to be a little more boring than English lit, but
I found what helps me with Russian lit is to do immersion reading and
Okay.
listen to the audiobook while you're reading along, because Russian lit, first of all, like every character has 5 different names usually.
God.
And they're all really hard to pronounce because it's Russian. But if you listen to the audiobook, then you hear the pronunciation. For me, I get caught up a lot on trying to pronounce the names in my head when I'm reading. And so when I'm listening to the audiobook along with it, I don't have to worry about that.
Oh,
I don't have to worry about who's
that's good.
so Encore or Ensemble Cast audiobook where you have different narrators for different characters. It helps keep track of or
Ooh.
a great narrator that can do different voices.
That's a good
That-
idea.
Michael Kramer is his name. Michael Kramer and Kate Redding. And you have Vish is right. They're husband and wife, and it's so cute.
Aw.
What is that for?
They do Stormlight Archive. They
The
do a ton of
audiobooks.
stuff. I think they do Wheel of Time too. I might be wrong, but
Do they do the Mistborn books?
I think they've done most of Sanderson.
Because I have Hero of Ages waiting for me next.
I've been reading, I read Final Empire and I just read that physically and I really enjoyed reading it physically. There's just something about like, I like audiobooks. I recently read like Elizabeth Acevedo's 2 books and those were so good on audio. And I
Definitely.
don't really like reading on audio because I can't immerse myself if it's just audio.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I like plain old physical reading because I just get lost. You know,
I like
when you-
immersion reading because I can go faster than if I'm just reading it myself. Like for some reason, even though my eyes are still reading the words as the words are going to my head, I read a lot. I can read a lot faster than I would if I'm just reading the book on my own.
I have to try that. I haven't tried that yet. Immersion
too.
reading.
I think I want to try it. I have Crime and Punishment, and I got that because of Pete and Christy from Dostoevsky in Space. And so I think that might be a good one to try, like immersion reading with.
Yeah, definitely.
We have a Guns of Dawn fan. It was one of her favorite books in 2021.
Oh. Can't wait.
Oh, I have Mistborn. I have the Final Empire audiobook, but I haven't listened to it yet. I've read no Sanderson. I should probably be kicked off. I've read no Sanderson.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, I've only read like 1 or 2 books. That's it for him.
I started The Rhythmatist and really liked it.
I love that one. That one's really fun. It's like middle.
I heard that's one of his weaker series too, like from people.
it's one of his middle grade books, and it's not really connected to anything else.
Okay.
He said that he might be writing a sequel, or he's like planning a sequel, but it's been so long, it's pretty much like a standalone. But it's
Yeah.
Abby really liked it. I think she was the one that recommended it.
Okay.
But I don't
Tom
know.
read War and
I
Peace.
started it. I have the whole pile of books I've started and never finished.
Yeah.
you can always come back to them.
I
13.
just unhauled like 150 books.
John, you're a beast for reading War and Peace at 13. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, wow.
Did you read it for fun, or did someone like make you do it? Is the question.
I do like Austen, actually. And I think when I was younger, I read like a couple Brontes, which I don't actually know if those are American or English, but I think they're English.
English.
Yeah. So I read a couple Brontes and Austen. And then I've read a couple classic American novels, which I did enjoy. Like Fahrenheit 451 is still my favorite classic of all time. Love that
I
book.
read that with my daughter last year.
So good.
Read it for the first time this year when I read a whole bunch of like dystopian classics, and it was my least favorite.
Your least?
Maybe because the whole thing like made me physically upset, because the idea of reading books made me so upset. So that might have had something to do with it. But
I
It's a
love the
donkey.
like. I just love the the discussion about like knowledge and reading and like power, and like that whole discourse was probably the best part of that book. And then there was like a surprise like low-key romance, and I was like, what is happening? But I like
it was very strange. It was very
really
strange.
strange. But I really like, loved
I'd be
it.
that lady who would like go down with their house and you can kill me and I won't let you burn my books down. That'd be me.
I remember reading it, and I just thought like I was so blown away by like people, first of all, burning books, but like knowledge being something that you couldn't have. Like, I don't know, it just blew my mind.
And his wife like made me upset too. Like, revolting almost how they make that whole situation set up. It's so ugh.
Yep. And I think that's the point of the book. It is to like repulse you. You're supposed to feel like this guttural feeling, and I feel like it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I love
I
this.
love-
Me too. I love dystopian too. Sharon, you have a theater fan and Amanda.
Yay.
Now I want to know what shows are playing in San Antonio. I can't wait. Whenever Broadway opens back up, I'm going to go. I don't care what show it is. I have to go see something. I miss it so. Oh,
So, all right. So, Kate, I will send you some of the footage from Les Mis, and they did it under, like, it started when it was light out and ended when it was dark, and it was outside because they could perform without masks and everything. And it was, Kate's seen some of it. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
when
yes.
you see it, you will be like, this is not a high school performance.
Oh, yes, I
Thank
definitely
you.
want
My
to watch.
youngest is 16, 22.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be so good.
And then I
Yes.
have two foster kids who are 17.
That's amazing.
So they're all good humans.
Aw.
It's less intimidating than it sounds. Yeah. But still intimidating enough to like keep it at the bottom of my TBR. I read Here of Ages. I have to read Well of Ascension. No. I'm excited.
I'm going to try to reread all of Mistborn and then get to Alloy of Law next month.
In July?
Yeah, in July because of the Sanderson, what's it called? Wow, Discord. The Cosmere Discord, they're doing a
Cosmere
read.
Unbounded? Are they doing? Yeah, I was trying to keep up with them, and I was like,
Mm.
there's no way.
I haven't
No.
read Era 2 yet, and so I was like, oh, if I can do it with them, like, it'd be great. But I haven't read Era 1 in so long that I have to go back.
I'll read the Final Empire with you, but it'll be a initial read.
Ooh, exciting. Yes, yes, yes.
I still
And
want to
when you
finish the
guys read
Poppy
Well
one.
of Ascension, if I haven't read it, I will join you.
Is Well of Ascension the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Hero of Ages.
Yeah, Kate, you're on the third one, right?
Yeah, it's been looming since the last readathon. When I read Well of Ascension, people are like, "You want to go right into it," and I'm like, 6 months is good. I'm still bitter about something that happened in the first book, so
Oh, I want to know what it is now.
Me
I'll
too.
message you. I'll message you, Kate.
Oh, I'm a diehard Sanderson fan, so like I just zoom through his stuff. I can't help myself.
I've only read 3 of his books, but Skyward is my favorite.
I haven't read Skyward yet. I have.
Oh, you
Neither
need
have I.
to, Kate.
Oh, I think that one I could probably handle.
That's YA. It's super fun. It's really cute.
I heard good things.
Yeah, I remember you
love
loved
both covers.
And Bot is the best.
I have to get to it before Cytonic comes out in November.
You'll want to get through 2. Wait, so that one's the 3rd, right?
Yeah, Cytonic is 3, and there's going to be 4. I think he said.
Okay.
Well, now I'm addicted to Greycoats.
Oh.
Quartets are the new thing now, guys. Trilogies are out. Quartets are in. Long Price Quartet, Greatcoats,
I read Clap When You Land.
Skyward.
How was Firekeeper's Daughter on audio? Because if it's
Oh, it was great,
like,
Allie.
if it's like a
really
Acevedo,
helped.
if it's like really impactful, I don't really like. I'll get the pronunciations, but I want it to be like passionately read. Like Acevedo's like stories feel like she's the person going through it.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so compelling
Personal,
to listen
yeah.
to. But other audiobooks, I really just feel like someone's just reading a bedtime story to me, and that's less fun for me.
I loved Firekeeper's Daughter on audio. Kate, you
On audio.
listened to it, didn't you?
Not on audio. I just had
Oh,
the
you
physical
did? Okay.
copy. Yeah.
It was great to help with. It really did help kind of propel the reading in terms of all of the names and the
Yeah.
I don't want to say prayers, but kind of like that. The
Chance and
Okay.
the chants and stuff. But
Maybe I'll try it.
also the narrator was really, really good. I think I listened to it in probably less than 48 hours.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I was going to ask
Maybe
how
I'll
fast
do that.
to read it is because I have the physical copy and
You know it's good when you actually want to clean and do laundry,
Yeah.
so you can listen to the book.
excuse
Yeah.
Like, you all want a 6-course meal? I'm on it.
Right.
Put my headphones on and leave me alone.
Don't bother me.
Crime and Punishment is great. I don't know, guys. I've heard mixed things, both Stephanie and Pete, about it.
I would say
Yeah.
if you want to get into Russian lit, Crime and Punishment is a good jumping point.
Kate,
I
you read the
read
Brothers K, right?
Pete, I got this awesome copy of Crime and Punishment, and
Oh,
look,
that's cool.
it has deckled edges.
That's
Pete's gonna
cool.
be so excited.
Why does that look shorter
On the
than
back, it's really cool. So
Why does that look shorter than other editions? Is it like teeny tiny font?
I don't know. It's
Is it abridged, maybe? Yeah, it looks pretty tiny.
Yeah.
It could be abridged.
it's the Penguin Classics one pizza.
It's really nice. That's an edition that I would buy too.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Just because it looks good.
it's pretty. I can't
Yeah.
help myself, but it has some extra translation stuff and a bunch of information
Okay.
about Russia that
Yeah.
I thought would be helpful for me. But
Definitely.
John
Well,
got
you-
War and
you
Peace
let us
on
know
his
how it
birthday. That's a good reason to read that. Also, a very intense present for a 13-year-old.
yes,
Say.
War and Peace.
Yes, Pete, I agree with you. I've only read the one book. I don't know if he has more out, but
Mm-hmm.
I love that book. It's so good.
You just
I've
the
never
resident
read-
Ray Bradbury dude.
I've got to get some steps in. Oh, okay. Thanks, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't, but I'm open to recommendations because I really freaking loved Fahrenheit 451, and I have a special edition copy that I found.
Is he the one who wrote something wicked this way comes?
I think so.
I don't
Is
know.
that Bradbury?
I think so.
That's kind of I think it's considered kind of a classic horror.
Yeah.
All right. I like strange and ephemeral and weird, so. Oh gosh.
Oh, maybe, Kate,
Is it
maybe she would like the
Ariel?
one you just read, The Return of the Sorcerer, or whatever it was.
That was so weird.
Return of the
So weird. There's a collection of short stories from I think like the 60s or something like that. It was so weird. It reminded me a lot of H.P. Lovecraft.
Lovecraft, yeah. That's what
Oh.
it said.
Never read any Lovecraft stuff. I have to try that. Amanda, My Fair Lady is one of my favorite musicals, one of my favorite classic movies. It's on Netflix now.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, I like the one that I like the most is the one with Audrey Hepburn and Rex Harrison.
Audrey Hepburn.
I can't help myself. I love Rex Harrison, but The Lion King is so good. Anyone who sees the show, like, you think it's
Yes, it's so good.
But
And Amanda, I know all the songs from Mean Girls. Every single freaking song.
you do? That's awesome.
Era 2 happens. Okay. That's something for you, Kate, to know about Era 2. Who's you
So-
getting
Oh,
into?
wow.
Are you telling me that I don't need to reread Era 1? Is that what that is? Because that would make me happy. I don't have to squish them all in.
Is it me?
Emma. Aw. Firekeeper is great on audio. See, Stephanie, I don't have Scribd anymore, but I could probably find it.
It's also on Script, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Scribd?
It's just like a bookish subscription app, and it's like $10 a month, I think. And they have like
But they
various.
are cool because it has audio and ebooks.
Yeah,
But it's
audio and
hit or miss.
yeah, because people also are able to like upload PDFs of books, so that's kind of weird. So sometimes you think there's a
Yeah.
book on Scribd, but it's just like it's like a random like PDF, which is kind of weird. So be careful with it too.
You
Pirated.
kind of wonder, is that legal, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think it is. It's probably not abridged. Okay, so maybe because the one that Leslie always holds up looks like a dictionary.
Oh, that you're thinking of Brothers
Brothers
Karamazov, not
No,
Crime
the
and
red one. The red Crime and Punishment that she held up. She just had it in her video today. It's red with like gold writing.
Is it a big hardback?
Yeah. It's not big. Like it's not like a big like the Brothers Karamazov book is bigger
It's
that she
been
holds
enormous.
up. But
It's
this one
thick.
is
It
red.
took me 3 months to get through.
Yeah.
It looks
At
long.
least.
But Don Quixote was one of my is probably one of the only classics
I want to
remember.
read that.
I love Don
Yeah.
Quixote.
I also want to read Count of Monte Cristo because I love the
Yes.
movie and I feel like it's such a probably a bad, like not bad, but like bad in a good way kind of novel.
I have
And the
not
Traitor?
own it. If you decide to read it, I'll read it with you. 'Cause
Which one?
Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Kind of money.
We have to
Oh, I
like
would do
spread it
that.
over a few months though, because I feel like it's one of those tomes and it's probably dense, so I need to take breaks from it. But I would be down for a buddy read of that.
Like X amount of chapters a month. That'd be
Yeah, because
Like between now and the end of the year.
yeah, then you could take breaks because it's also I know that it's like when he's in the prison, it's like slow during that in the
Intense.
book. I've heard that comment before.
So
Traitor's Blade.
I
Go ahead, sorry, Kate. Go ahead.
was just saying there's on Reddit, there's a whole thread that's a read along of the Count of Monte Cristo. And so I got the book originally to do it, and they read like 1 to 2 chapters a week for a year. But then I got so far behind that I had to stop. So I never actually ended up finishing it.
Oh, that's okay.
So
P, I don't
Traitor's
know
Blade
Rex. You gotta
was-
show me the Rex or send them to me.
They're coming.
Okay.
They're further in the.
Oh,
comments.
something.
Yes. Oh, so that is Bradbury. Thank you.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Oh, John, I'm sorry to hear that, but at least you have War and Peace. That was something. Return of the Sorcerer is
So
weird,
weird.
but kept me hooked. Okay.
It was so weird.
I'm making like a list of books now, guys. This is bad. I just
It was
bought
like fantasy
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
horror.
Wait, is Return of the Sorcerer Bradbury? Is it? Am I getting right
No.
from both Stephanie and
No.
Pete? No. Okay.
Return of the Sorcerer is somebody else. Kate would know.
Something Wicked
I
This
have
Way
to look
Comes
it up.
though is Bradbury. Looks like.
Eric-
Okay.
Something. Michael Clark.
The Invisible, is it The Invisible Man? No.
It says
The
illustrated.
Illustrated Man. The Illustrated
Yeah,
Illustrated.
it's on the screen. All right.
I'll have to give more Ray Bradbury a chance because, like I said, I wasn't particularly fond of Fahrenheit 451, but I liked his writing. So
Well, let's read something something wicked this way comes in October
In
For
October.
for
Well, that's my
Halloween.
birthday month, so I'll read something spooky.
My
Can we?
birthday month is this
Stephanie,
month.
you should join us then for Count of Monte Cristo if you would like.
So Trader's Blade reminds me of like Three Musketeers vibes.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I like that.
I can
I
feel
love
that.
Three Musketeers.
Yes. I'm only like 2/3 through, but
It's so good.
is it?
It's so fun.
Like I love how Falco will be like, okay, reader, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Right? Like he talks
Yeah.
to the reader, which I love.
He breaks that fourth wall.
Not everybody
I love
likes
how they
that, but
sing
I
all
do.
of the laws too.
Well, and it's really fun to like. Yeah, it's so fun to listen to because the narrator does sing it.
He does.
That's awesome. Okay, that would make me want to listen to it on audiobook.
It's a great audiobook. He's really fun.
Count me in. Wait, are you saying count you in for a Count of Monte Cristo?
Ooh.
I'll have to do like a huge audiobook. See, I'm so picky about audiobooks, though. I wouldn't risk it because I feel like it would get me bored.
Well, friends, it is nearing my bedtime.
Okay.
So I'm going to sign off, but you guys have fun.
All right.
Love you,
Thanks for
Kate.
joining, Kate.
Yep. Bye.
I don't know if you guys want to do one last reading sprint or if you guys are tired and want to
It's
go.
up to. It is not even 7 o'clock for
I'm
me, so
cool
it's really
with
up
doing
to
one more reading sprint.
All right. And Sharon, it sounds like since you said it's
I'm
not 7, you're down for another one.
I'm good.
All right. How long you guys want to go for?
It's up to the two of you.
How late do you want to stay? It doesn't matter to me.
You
I
want to
won't be
go
up for
to like
forever.
30? I think like 30
Yeah,
and then
sure.
I'll be like sleepy enough to not be camera ready.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
Sure.
people that want to join us for Count of Monte Cristo, so we'll have to find a way
Oh,
to do
cool.
like maybe like a read along for it on our channels or something so people can join us.
Mhm.
So we could do like little live shows or something. Yeah.
My channel
Right,
needs some
Stephanie.
work.
You're part of
Really
this.
needs work.
And Sharon also if you want to be part of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can put it up on Shelf Space and their like read along, like buddy read thing they have. See if anybody else wants to do it.
The unofficial.
Yes.
And we can do little live shows between the 4 of us. That'll be a good idea.
That would be fun.
Alrighty. I'll see you
I
guys.
am going to grab my dinner while we do the sprinting.
Sounds good.
Back to the fun book now.
All right. I am also getting so tired. I feel like I'm gonna have to end it.
Me too. I was like,
Same.
time.
I was trying to concentrate on the prologue for this, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's late when I can't focus."
Yeah, that prologue's like 30-something pages too.
I'm like, "Is this the first chapter?" And I'm like, "No, this is the prologue."
Is it hard?
It's just like very,
Dense?
it's just very, it's dense. It's a little dense, and it's because you're like plopped right into like what's happening. You're like, what? But I think like I read a few pages, and then I'm like, okay, I've read like 5-6 pages. I'm getting the gist of it.
Though they have a lot of like terms that aren't normally used, and like the names are weird, and they don't explain any of that in the
They
prologue.
don't explain anything. So like, yeah, that's also something I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, this is one of those books. Okay, I'll just go with the flow.
But it gets better. I felt like I got used to it like within the first actual chapter.
Yeah.
The prologue for the second book is amazing.
It's so good. What's the pose terminology? Posse?
Have you gotten to any of the parts where it should be in the prologue where it says like he takes a pose of this, like?
Oh yes, I have gotten, and I was like, oh, because for me it reminds me of like Buddhist practices.
Mm-hmm.
Like they often also like really speak with our body language, and so when I got to that part where he was like, he took a pose of agreement, I was like, that's very Buddhist, and it's got me very curious now about things. But I'm hoping to at least get the prologue done tonight. So
I would not understand any of that.
They don't really ever explain exactly what the poses are supposed to look like. So for me, like I always imagine them doing weird things with their hands, and like depending on where, like how up and low the hands are. But they don't really explain.
No, they don't explain it. They don't give you like a visual. It's like a pose of agreement. So it's like whatever you think a pose of agreement would look like, which is like, it's fine. It's like another stylistic way.
I think it's fun. I think it adds to the communication in the story in a different way than you get in a lot of other books. So
yeah, non-verbal.
Pete just finished it today, so it's all fresh in his mind.
Ooh, that's good. Right before the live show too. Keepers of the Lost City. Well, keep going. I'm not going to keep going for the sprints, but I hope that you keep reading your book and finish it.
I just got that, and I haven't read any middle grade in a really long time, so I'm hoping that it goes.
Yes. Go Leah, go Team Aries.
I just read Amari and the Night Brothers, and if I can recommend any middle grade, it's that. It was really good. Really, really good. It's like a mystery, but like fantasy mystery, and it's got like social, especially when it concerns like people of color commentary, and that is really great, especially in the middle grade, because I'm sure kids of color feel that way and don't have a way to express it. So it's really good.
That's
I love Nevermore. I'm reading Wondersmith now on audio.
Nevermore?
Lord of Chaos. I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds.
5 in Wheel of Time.
Oh, is it? Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's right before the Slog, I think.
I think I only read the first 3 or 4, but that was also when I was in like middle school, so I don't remember anything.
It's really enticing when a series has a slog.
Right?
Like, it makes me really want to get into that.
I think people just want to read it because it's classic fantasy, and I want to read the first couple just to see if I would still enjoy it like I did when I was younger. And Fire, which has poses. It's kind of like Avatar-esque too, the whole posing. It's like yoga, Buddhist, very much that kind of flow of energy, Tai Chi.
I love Avatar.
So good.
Compare anything to Avatar.
I binged it when it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix.
It is, because I've watched it, but I also own it. Korra's on there now too.
Okay, yes, I did see that, and I was thinking I haven't seen that, so I was thinking about watching it.
It's pretty good. The second season is like meh, but it's still really good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for sprinting with me. I'm going to go and get ready for bed because I'm also getting really sleepy. But I appreciate you guys coming and then Kate coming. I know she left earlier, but hopefully
Thanks for
next.
including me.
Absolutely. The next Wine Wednesday is going to be on Kate's channel at Literary Apothecary, I think in a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
we decided.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Is it
right
next?
after.
The first full week of July, I guess. So if any of you guys still watching want to do another Wine Wednesday, hopefully we'll get a little more tipsy and more, risque or something.
Animated.
Reveal more secrets.
Yeah, that's the day that I'm moving, so I'll try to be in the comment section with you guys. But I'm gonna be like,
You'll
it's
run.
Ugh, that's tough. Okay,
So
well,
you're moving from Massachusetts to Michigan?
no, I moved from Massachusetts back home to Michigan in
Oh.
November, and
Okay.
now I'm just moving 2.5 hours north in Michigan. And I didn't really I didn't bring a ton of stuff when I moved to Massachusetts because I moved for grad school. So most of the stuff I own is still packed away, but I have to repack all my books and everything. So
yeah, my books took me so long. And even though I packed all of them, I was still finding books and packing them. I have to do like an unhaul because I have some books that I'm like, what is this?
me too. I have an embarrassing number of boxes of books that I have.
Mhm.
So, but
Well, good luck, Kate.
Good luck. Yes, exactly.
thank you. I'm gonna be doing videos then in front of my bookshelves, and I can't wait to have everything up and look pretty and stuff. Finally,
Yes, I'm in the process of that right now, so I feel that pain, but it's kind of nice to get to do everything your way.
you'll have to do a bookshelf tour when you're.
I'm doing like a little bookshelf setup vlog, so I feel like that will be like a slash tour, and then maybe like a few months later I'll do like a full tour.
That'll be cool.
All right, ladies, thank you so much. Good night. Have a good rest of your
Good night,
evening,
everybody.
Sharon.
Good night, everyone.
We'll speak again. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.